Hello, friends! Which country is the most powerful in the world? Which country is the biggest superpower? If you can't answer this question easily, then think, which country's economy is the largest? Which country's GDP is more than $20 trillion? Which country's companies are the most famous? Which country's films have affected the world most? Which country has won the most Nobel Prize? And which country has won the most Olympic medals? Which country has the strongest military power? The answer to all these questions is America, America, and America. But the question is, how did the USA become a superpower? What did they do to become so powerful? Let's try to figure it out in today's video. Friends, this chart shows the history of the last 2,000 years, the contribution of each country to global GDP. You'd see that before the 1800s, India and China were the two biggest superpowers in the world. Most of the trade and economic activities revolved around India and China, and it remained so for 1,800 years. But after the 1900s, in the last 100 years only, the USA started gaining dominance and established a large share in global GDP. How did it become possible? We need to delve into history to understand it. In the year 1492, the Italian explorer Christopher Columbus discovered some Caribbean islands near North America. After this, the Europeans got to know of America and colonization started. During this time, Native Americans lived in America. There were numerous tribes. South America was mostly colonized by Spain, which is why Spanish is spoken in many countries there today. Britain established its first colony in America around the 1600s. France also started colonizing. In the years that followed, the Native American population reduced drastically, mainly due to diseases like smallpox and influenza brought by Europeans. On July 4, 1776, American revolutionaries declared independence from Britain. Thus, the United States of America was born. After 1850, America's growth accelerated. At that time, many parts of the world were under colonial rule. The USA was already a democratic country, which attracted other regions to join it. States like Florida, Illinois, Ohio, and Texas joined the USA over time. The country continuously expanded. However, America also expanded aggressively. Alaska was bought from Russia in 1867. Hawaii was annexed in 1898. Puerto Rico, Guam, and the Philippines were also taken. By the 1900s, the USA had become a large and powerful country. Then came World War I and World War II. These wars mainly affected Europe. The USA supplied weapons but wasn't destroyed like European countries. In fact, it profited economically. People started trusting the US dollar as a stable currency. In 1944, many countries linked their currencies to the US dollar. After World War II, the US dollar became the global currency. Organizations like the IMF and the United Nations were formed. Global trade increased through agreements like GATT, later WTO. After 1950, the USA and the Soviet Union became the two superpowers. This led to the Cold War, an ideological conflict between capitalism and communism. Instead of direct war, they fought indirectly in other countries. The USA intervened in many countries to stop communism. This increased its global influence. Today, the USA has hundreds of military bases worldwide. In 1949, the USA formed NATO with European countries. This alliance still exists. After the Soviet Union collapsed in the 1990s, the USA remained the only superpower. Another key reason for America's success was attracting global talent. People like Albert Einstein, Elon Musk, Satya Nadella, Kalpana Chawla, and Sunita Williams succeeded there. America promotes innovation and talent. However, there are also problems. Many Americans don't own homes. Wealth inequality is high. Healthcare is expensive. Education costs are high. Gun violence is a serious issue. Countries like Norway, Denmark, and Sweden perform better in quality of life. The main lesson: a country should not only aim to be a superpower, but focus on improving the lives of its people.